It's actually my mid-exam season right now. So half done, half to go. And today morning, I actually was thinking about one of really good books written on going to exam and how do you actually get the best out of it. And I was actually going through, and by the way, since it's actually perfect timing, it's my exams, I thought about reviewing this, which is Exam Warriors by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And I wanted to see if I am actually following this myself or I'm getting into the trap which the book talks about not to do. So you can follow along and see if you're actually going through some of this. And I know some of you are in the mid-exam season and some of you it's over. So you can see if you actually are following these things, what the Prime Minister Narendra Modi talks about as the best practices to go into your exams. Okay? First point is, yes. So exams are like festivals. Celebrate them. When I first actually heard this, I was like, exams are like festivals? No, exams are meant to be stressful and, you're studying a lot. You have to be, I don't know, I had like some random things. Pretty sure you have to you think that exams are these one thing where you have to stress yourself out. It's like so torturous and stuff. But PM actually talks about the reverse of it. Exams, treat it like a festival, exams also come occasionally. It's trying to get the best out of you. Even festivals get the best out of you, and exams, they're also trying to get the best out of you. So try to celebrate it like a festival. Go at it with the spirit of how you go to a festival. So for example, if you go to a festival, you have that spirit in you to go to it. So have the same spirit while going to exams. So coming to my case right now, I finished 3 of my exams, 3 more to go. And I feel I was actually falling into this loop of, oh my goodness, I have to go into this exam, I have to do well or else it's not going to be good. Oh my goodness. I've been studying from morning. By the way, tomorrow I have my electronics exam in engineering, first year right now. So I've fallen into this victim. So that's what I learned from my mistakes and changed from it. So from next exam, I'll actually go in the spirit of trying to treat it like a festival and going with the same spirit to my exam. So it's point number 1. Let's move on to point number 2. Perfect. Yes. So point number 2 is knowledge is actually permanent. Pursue it. So all the knowledge we are gaining from reading is actually going to be permanent. So we need to pursue it in the way that we are going to be using it in the long run. So for example, even I'll give my example itself. I actually did not like C programming in computer, but I actually changed my spirit in my exams itself. I actually followed this surprisingly, which is that I took it as I'm going to gain a knowledge and it's going to help me in some way or another to fuel it for future. So if I take it in that spirit and move ahead, so I'm actually going to learn it better as well and do well in my exams. So I'm considering it as a knowledge which I need to gain for my betterment. And if I just, all the time, many of the times which I used to do is take the last moment, cram all the things in last moment, and after the exam, all the content is gone out of my brain. It was just for the exam, cram it and release it or something. So it was like that. And if you consider the way of knowledge is permanent and we have to pursue knowledge and gain the right knowledge so that it's going to help us in the future, that is the right way to go ahead. So surprisingly enough, I'm following this and I hope to be continuing to follow this in the coming up exams as well. So moving on to the next one. Perfect. So compare with yourself. Many of the times I don't have to say that, we always try to compare with others, he got more marks, they got more marks, and that's actually the wrong spirit to go. And all the time you have to be comparing with yourself. How much did you do last time, and are you improving from the last time? So I would actually say that I'm actually comparing with myself itself. I am trying to be better from the last performance, trying to upgrade what's not working out, trying to change it, what's working out, keep it. So I'm improving from this, and it's a really crucial point, is to compare with yourself and compete with yourself. So that's a really nice point which is got upon in this, and I'm following it sometimes, and sometimes of course even I follow into, oh, he's getting this much. It's good to have a healthy competition, but when it becomes unhealthy, that's when things go wrong. So compare with yourself, always upgrade yourself to the next level. Perfect. So moving on to the next point. Yes, this is actually a really crucial point, and I'm going to show it to you. Yes, sleep is a great weapon, and sharpen it. Story of myself, which is some of the exams where I tried to pull off an all-nighter because I had not studied. I tried to pull off an all-nighter, and what I ended up happening is my mind was so drained out that I couldn't really write the exam properly. Though I knew the answers, it felt like I did something wrong. But the other days, when I actually slept through, woke up with a fresh mind, went to an exam, I felt more clearer writing the exam. There was no unnecessary noise in my head, no random things about yesterday or what I'm going to do next. There was nothing like that. I just went clear-minded, wrote the exam, come back. But if I had not slept, and there was all these, random thoughts in my head, and I just didn't do the exam well. So sleep is a really good weapon. We have to sharpen it. And I see a lot of times that people tend to ignore sleep so much. So learning from my mistakes, I'm going to prioritize sleep as well, because that is a really important topic which we need to build up and consider. Oh, this is the one which I always actually mess up at the end. So I'm going to have to learn from this again, which is presentation is key, and I have to master it. So thinking about my last exams, actually, because of me rushing through exams and thinking that there's going to be really less time for me to do it, my presentation is not at all optimal. So I feel presentation is actually more important than we think it is, because that gives a clear idea to the teachers and the people correcting that, we are clear with the topic, and this is my presentation showing it. So even I had heard this quote, which is, how we do one thing, that's how we do the other thing. So if you have a messy place and a messy workplace, that's how it reflects in your life, other places. So you start noticing that you're not doing other work properly. And if you start fixing some of the areas one by one, how you do one thing, that's how you do everything. So I have to, from the next exam, I am going to be working on this as well, fixing my presentation and working on it. So as to summarize, there was 5 points which I talked about, which is to celebrate exams like festival, which I have to definitely work on. By the way, you can work along, and hopefully you're all noting down the points. So number 2, which is knowledge is permanent, pursue it. So talking about the greater knowledge that is permanent, pursue it. Then compete with yourself. Try to be a better version of yourself. Number 4, sleep is a great weapon, sharp it. And number 5, which is presentation, is really key. It actually is more key than we think it is. So sharpen it and be better. So it was really nice recording the video after a long time. Actually, I had to do some takes to get this right, because there were so many fumble up happening, and the camera was stopping to record sometimes, and I just decided to re-record. It was a fun journey. I'm going to be doing more videos, and I'm going to be talking through how my journey went as well. So I'm going to be heading to studies now. So see you. Have a nice exam time and keep upgrading. Take care.